Alrighty, we're gonna show you today. We're gonna go into BrandSrv. So we're gonna start at mycvdesk.com. So desk for short, not the Realogy site, but desk. We're gonna go into BrandSrv, and the very first thing we're gonna see at the very top are marketing assets. So once marketing assets comes up, if we hover over that with our mouse, the little hand there will go down to logos, and we can go down to my company logos. Once we do that, we can add the keyword CBR over here on the left-hand side. Once I hit the enter or the return key on my computer, I'm going to see only Coldwell Banker Realty logos. The black logos are intended for black and white advertising only. Any other time you have a color ad, you are required to use the blue Coldwell Banker blue or the white Coldwell Banker logos. Just so that you know, quick tip, exactly how you see them is exactly how they need to be. So we can't tilt them, we can't add anything to them, superimpose anything on them, fade in the background, add any shadows, anything of that nature. We can't, you know, superimpose them where we're maybe making this block white, the box white instead of blue. And if you'd like to find those guidelines, just to know that I'm not making that up, you can go to guidelines under resources there at the top, again, still in BrandSrv. And we do have a compliance one-sheeter, a brand defender, in essence, that you can go in and view. That will show you that we cannot, again, place any other copy or graphics immediately around our mark, aka our logo. Nothing else is allowed in or next to the blue box. So we can't use the frame logo in any other color other than the PMS 280. So that is the Pantone color for our Coldwell Banker blue, that specific color blue. If you are in Canva, that blue color, when you go to what Canva refers to as the color picker, it is 012169. And you can put that in, you'll get that beautiful Coldwell Banker blue. We cannot use the monogram logo in any other color than white. So this logo here without the box is never going to be blue. And this boxed logo here, or the framed logo as they call it, is never going to be anything other than the Coldwell Banker blue. So we can't use texture, shading, effects. We can't reverse the mark. Here's what I was talking about before. This box is never going to be white. It's always going to be blue. It's always going to be blue. And you'll notice that in both the monogram and the framed logo, our CB star is always white. So you'll see that we can't reverse the marks. We can't make that blue. We can't stretch, condense, superimpose, place anything on top of it, place it at an angle. We can't use the marks as copy elements. So I can't say this home is offered by. And you need to have a force field. I believe in marketing, they call that a safety distance. I just call it the force field. Right here, you'll see my cursor can go around the entire logo, both my own logo or my team logo and the Coldwell Banker Realty logo. Here it does say Coldwell Banker. Ours, because we are licensed with the Maryland State Real Estate Commission, we do have to have realty, their rule, not mine, not Coldwell Banker's, per the MREC checklist, the Maryland Real Estate Commission checklist, is that we do have to have, and you can Google that if you don't believe me, you can go there and see. We do have to have the full title of Coldwell Banker Realty. So right here, brokerage name, does the advertisement meaningfully and conspicuously display the broker's name, include the brokerage's full name as it appears on your license, not just the company logo, not just an abbreviation of your company name. So that's why we're Coldwell Banker Realty. Here we have our framed logo that uses the CB star mark with the inline square. So you will always see that white line, that inline square there. If you see just the blue box, it is not correct. Also, you may only use that in blue on a light colored background. It may not be used in reverse. It may not be used on a dark background. And obviously, we know that's just so that we can see it really easily. The monogram star logo here uses our CB North Star logo in a silhouette. It does not have the surrounding box to it. It may only be used in white on a dark background with a transparent um, with, as a graphic that maybe overlaps an image or copy, something of that nature. It may not be used in reverse on a light background. And here you will see that it says any exceptions to the rule are at the sole discretion of the brand marketing team. Guys, that's not me. I'm not the brand marketing team. I'm the marketing team. So that's like the high up brand marketing team. Basically, we just need to use it the way that you see here. Definitely better than the older logo that we had for sure. Also under resources and guidelines, you will find disclaimers. So here we have Coldwell Banker Realty disclaimers. Excuse me, and you'll see here under views, any consumer facing materials, including global luxury. Also, if it mentions an agent right here. So if you have something going out in your marketing, you definitely want to have this here if it has your information on it. If you have your own letterhead for business cards, for signs, I'm still seeing people putting NRT. We are the RBG, the Realty Brokerage Group now. Also property materials and non-property materials as well if you're trying to solicit. Again, it says that we're not trying to solicit. And then a lot of times you guys will see the we call it retention marketing and programs. A lot of times you guys will see this on the bottom of the stuff that I send out. You guys are independent contractors, unless it is for compliance purposes, which most of your disclaimers are. You want to make sure that you know that you're not an employee. So we're not telling you what you have to do, but we do have a lot of guidelines. And the guidelines for the logos, they are for your compliance purposes. Also, we have our identity standards. So you can view that if you would like. Don't glaze over like a donut just yet. I know this says that it's 72 pages long. It is very extensive. The bottom will go through just a lot of the marketing pieces, the signs, what they're required to look like per our brand identity guidelines. And then as you scroll up a little bit, you'll get into the recommended fonts when you guys are placing an ad anywhere. We do have recommended fonts for you to use. We do have an entire color code here. If you're a Canva junkie like I am, the Canva code would be 012169 for that beautiful Coldwell Banker blue. And again, you'll see some additional information as we scroll up a little bit that does talk again. Those brand guidelines can be found here as well. And another portion of the verbiage about the force field there, or the safety measurements there. So here again, you will find that monogrammed logo and that framed logo, kind of the same information. I like that they put it on a one sheet because I'd rather look at that. So I did show you how to find the logos. Also, if you go to marketing assets and just click on logos, my company logos will come up. Again, please don't fear that large number right there. We're going to go ahead and type in that CBR. Again, we can get to our Coldwell Banker Realty logos. But once you've found them, how do you save them? How do I get that, put that on my computer so that I can use it in the future and maybe not have to come in here and look for it again? From here, I can heart this if I would like to put it into my favorites so I don't have to look for it again. I can email it to myself. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and download it. So once you hit that download button, you do have to accept the download terms. And then if you hover over distribute file, it does have a download now button. So if I download this now, excuse me, it will. So sorry, it will come up on my computer. Again, you do have to have that checked, and then you can hit that download now, and it will pop up. Mine always pops up on the very bottom left-hand corner of my computer. When that pops up, this is the question that I do get the most. So if you're confused, you are not alone. When this pops up on mine, you'll see it comes up as a zip file. What we want to do here, and I'll make that larger so that we can see it. I'm going to click on that zip file, and I'm just going to keep clicking every yellow folder that comes up, and you'll see I have a lot of different versions of this logo. So what we're predominantly going to use as agents, we're going to use our JPEG file and we're going to use a PNG file. You don't need to know what they mean. You don't need to know anything other than JPEG and PNG are where it's at. If you attempt to open an EPS file, you will not be able to do so on most regular laptops. That is a vector file. That is the particular file you would need to create a banner, a billboard, a sign. That just allows your graphic design artist to stretch the file without making it pixelized or blurry, things of that nature. So here I have the JPEG. I also have the PNG. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to hit Control C on my computer or Command C if I'm on a Mac. And then I'm just going to make a folder somewhere on my computer that I'm going to know where they are. So I do have a BrandSrv folder. I also have a North Star logos folder. And that is where you would be able to just paste those there. Now you'll see I can't because they're already on my computer. And oh, look here, I have all of them saved. I will let you know, however, when you save the white logos, because they have a transparent background, obviously white on white looks like nothing. You'll see when I hover over these ever so slightly, I can kind of make out the words on that kind of translucent blue background there, but they will work for you. Then you can take them to Canva and upload them or whatever it is that you need to use them for. Please do remember, if you are creating any type of marketing outside of our technology provided by Coldwell Banker, if you're going into Express Docs, if you're going into InTouch, most of the time you're pretty good there. I'm always happy to overlook those as well. But if you are creating a business card somewhere else or a marketing piece that's even going to go into the playbill of a high school musical, maybe you have a billboard, you're going to be in a grocery store on a shopping cart or on those lovely billboards they've now figured out that they can use where the wipes are. They can use that for advertising. Those are excellent opportunities to grow your business, but we also want to make sure that you're protected and that you're also following brand guidelines so that you look good. We want to make sure you don't have any compliance infractions because you guys work way too hard for your money to give it to the commission if they do happen to notice that something is out of place. So again, just send those over to me. I'm happy to help. And in BrandSrv, it's marketing assets and logos and my company logos. I do want to point out as well, we do have global luxury logos. If you click on that and just select CBR, type in that CBR and hit enter, you're going to see all of our Coldwell Banker Realty global luxury logos as well. So I do want to point out to you something very specific with this that I've seen recently. You do have to meet the threshold for Coldwell Banker's global luxury in order to promote that property as a global luxury property. Now, also we know it does have to be luxury. That was interesting. So we'll go back to desk. We'll hit marketing. We'll hit global luxury, and then we'll hit that threshold tool. So again, that's in desk. If you click onto the side where the intranet is, you'll see marketing, you'll see global luxury, and you'll see GL for global luxury threshold tool. So I'm going to cheat just a little bit and I'm going to look up an Annapolis zip code because I know that Annapolis has a higher threshold probably than where I live. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 21401 and that's going to give me a 960,000 minimum list price. However, where I live, in my neighborhood, it's a $500,000 minimum list price. So again, we want to make sure that it is a luxury property, that exceptional quality and style, the architectural features, the amenities to support a luxury lifestyle, desirable location, all of that. So if you have any questions regarding your property's quality or if it actually is a luxury property, please contact your manager or myself. We are happy to help you with that. We definitely cannot label anything, obviously, luxury that's not luxury. We do want to protect that parameter as well for so many that do utilize that every day. So there you have it. You can go into BrandSrv, marketing assets, logos, my company logos. Again, we're going to type in that CBR and we're going to hit enter and we're going to pull up those logos. Again, you can save those to your computer. You can put them in pictures, put them in a folder. I didn't even rename any of mine. I just left them how they were labeled. If you get stuck, if you need help, please let me know. I am here to assist you any way that I can. One thing that you will not find on in our logos that I have not seen, if you need the fair housing logo, you can just go to Google. You'll see there are a whole bunch of them here. However, I would definitely say if you either go to HUD or NAR, you're going to find the correct logo here under National Association of Realtors. And here you can, again, download that JPEG or that PNG file. Probably don't need the EPS. We can't open that, again, on most computers, but you can then download that to your computer and you will have that. Also, if you need the realtor logo, again, you want to Google that, but we want to drop down here to the realtor logo, and here's where you can find the blue logo, the black logo, and then that transparent white logo. These logos would be the same. You can also find the Equal Housing Opportunity logo for fair housing in white. If you have a dark background, you do need to use the white logos just so that they're easily legible. Otherwise, if you have that light color background, I do know that either of those is fine. So again, BrandSrv, marketing assets, logos, my company logos, and we have our Coldwell Banker Realty logos. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.